peace of mind, to me at least, it means not thinking, so not dealing with the two greatest faculties, but use it against you, right? Like he was saying, your past and your future. Your past, you dwell too much onto it. In your future, your sense of imagination is too negative sometimes. But if you had peace of mind, you would not dwell in the past, nor would you think of what the future and the outcome of the future can be. Therefore, you could be calm in the present. Yo guys, we are back with yet another one. Today we're going to be doing another video on Sadhguru. This time around it's going to be less a lecture and more of a motivational video surrounding Sadhguru. Without further ado, we're going to go straight into it with my coffee in hand, of course. It's early in the morning, so yeah, let's go.
Exists in 3 times. He lives because of the richness of his memory. How rich is your memory determines what you will do and what you will not do right now, isn't it so? So memory is important. The present experience is important. And how vivid is your imagination for tomorrow is very important. Right now the problem…
How vivid is your imagination for tomorrow? Very important. How vivid is your imagination for tomorrow? Very important. Isn't that looking forward for what could happen next in the future? Isn't that counterproductive though? Present, I know, is very important, right? You know, you should always focus on the present, not dwell on the past, and don't set certain expectation for the future, right? Anyways, let's continue.
Problem is, these things have all gotten mixed up because discipline of faculty has simply not come. Nothing has been taught to our children that there needs to be… Discipline means people think English kind of discipline, walking like this like idiots. Discipline of faculty is not there. Because of this, your own mind turns against you. What happened 10 years ago, you still suffer? Hello? What may happen day after tomorrow, you already suffer? Because there's no discipline of faculty. You don't know how to use your memory. You don't know how to use your imagination. Your memory makes you suffer, your imagination makes you suffer, and you think you're suffering your life. You are not suffering your life, you are only suffering the two greatest faculties of being human, vivid sense of memory and a fantastic sense of imagination, isn't it so? If you suffer the greatest faculties that you have, what can we do with you? If you suffer an ailment, understandable. If you suffer a disability, understandable. If you suffer your ability, yes or no? You're suffering your capabilities. If you're suffering your disability, it's all right. You're suffering your capabilities. I must tell you this, about 4-5 months ago, I think, you might have seen it on the news, a young lady, 34-year-old lady, who was a television anchor in Hyderabad, jumped off the 5th floor window, killed herself. Left a note, nobody is responsible for my death, my brain is my enemy. How many million years it took to get this brain to this size and now it becomes your enemy? She articulated this, but this is true with almost 90% of the human beings. They are suffering their own intelligence, isn't it? If you take away half their brain,
they'll be much more likely to be happy.
If you take away half their brain, they will be peaceful.
Yep. Ignorance is bliss.
Yes. And that is why a whole bunch of idiots are going about saying that the ultimate goal of life is peace of mind. Such people will only rest in peace. Now you, young man, university life, if somebody…
Is it not though peace of mind? Isn't that true meditation though? The lack of thought, not thinking? So isn't that the gateway to starting to have a better a joyful life? Peace of mind, to me at least, it means not thinking, so not dealing with the two greatest faculties, but use it against you, right? Like he was saying, your past and your future. your past, you dwell too much onto it. In the future, your sense of imagination is too negative sometimes. But if you had peace of mind, you would not dwell in the past, nor would you think of what the future and the outcome of the future can be. Therefore, you could be calm in the present.
Is not keying you up all the time, it could become too easy, you know. Even I remember, when I went to the university, most of the time we were in the canteen or in the garden. The easiest part of my life was university. I think… I know nobody's going to like it but I think this university time must be shortened unless somebody is producing something brilliant. They must be chucked out within 3 to 4 years' time, everybody. If they're doing something very focused and very intense, they must stay. Otherwise, see, this is all I'm telling all of you young people. Do whatever the hell you want in your life, but you must be intensely focused on something. If you're not investing in anything, your life, it will just go waste. Because as I told you in the very beginning, one basic ingredient of your life is time, and this is just going away. Already you're 2 hours closer to your grave since I came here. Yes or no? 2 hours closer to Manikarnika. Yes or no? Yes, you are not immortal. It's just a limited amount of time. Are you a precious life, I'm asking you? Is your life precious to you? Then you must decide where you want to invest this life. If this is precious, if this is worthless, throw it somewhere. If this is precious, invest in something worthwhile, isn't it? So if you invest this in something worthwhile, not spark, you will be a flame all the time.
So one thing I want to touch upon as well is towards the end he was talking about truly focusing onto something, right? Putting your all into one thing to make the best out of it. Because if you're focused, or if not focused, because focus usually means on one thing, right? But if you have too many things that you're trying to focus on, you cannot have a straight path towards something. It's just gonna be too distracting. And especially nowadays, it's so much harder with everything that we have, with the everything is at the touch of a button, right? You go on YouTube, you have so many things popping into your face, you know, you get easily distracted. There's so many influences around, so many things that could make you lose that focus. But we have to you know, one way I like to see, one thing I like to say, my bad, is, you know, horses, you know, they usually put those two things on their peripherals so they don't go about being distracted on their surroundings and they just focus forward. We should all do that as well, you know, go around a thing that blocks our eyesight. But yeah, focus on something, make the most out of that one thing. And on top of that, be present. Don't dwell in the past. Don't use those amazing faculties to your disadvantage. In the contrary, make them an advantage. And hopefully with that, everything will be all right. Guys, I've enjoyed doing these videos. Please recommend me more stuff to do. Unfortunately, I had a video that I reacted on Sadhguru, and it got copyright claim. I think it had to do with the Isha Foundation. I don't know what's the reasoning behind it, but maybe I have to ask for permission. But yeah, I still want to continue on doing these. It could be from just about anyone that can give advice, and you know, I'm not against it. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this content, please like, comment down in the section below, and subscribe. Without further ado, take care until next time.